Let's take a closer look at how to cut both aluminium and carbon fiber stereo tubes. What you'll need is a hacksaw, a threadless saw guide, a file, and a front tube cutter. The threadless saw guide features a unique panel which allows use on both carbon and aluminium. Right now, the panel is set in position for aluminium. Take note of how the blade easily slides into position. A blade for cutting carbon is thicker and will not fit in the guide right now. This spare panel shows the integrated spacer, which creates a wider space for carbon blades to enter. This can be done by removing the two bolts on the spacer and flipping the panel over. For aluminium tubes, secure and immobilize the threadless saw guide in a vice grip and insert the tube into the guide. Make sure that the line to be cut is in the space between the spacer and the guide. Next, use the hacksaw with a steel blade to cut the tube. Once complete, the tube will possibly be rough and sharp. Release the tube from the guide and insert it further in so that you have ample space to use the file. Now, use the file to smooth the affected area. For carbon fiber, remember that cutting carbon requires a thicker blade. Place the carbon tube into the guide, ensuring that the area to be cut lines with the blade of the saw. Then, proceed to cut the selected piece from the tube. Once completed, use a file to smooth the edges of the affected area. When using the front tube cutter for aluminium tubes, place the cutter on the tube and align the blade with the pre-drawn line. Turn the roller until the blade is tight enough to cut into the tube. Rotating the cutter around the tube, you will feel resistance as the blade cuts into the tube. As resistance decreases, turn the roller again to feed the blade deeper into the tube. Note that if the roller is turned too far, the front tube cutter might be damaged. Continue to perform these steps until the tube is severed. Finally, use a deburring tool and a file to smooth any rough or sharp edges.